Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Bastide. Let's go ahead and hit play. We'll just go to 1x speed here and we'll just kind of assess where we're at coming into December here. Now it's getting cold. If I look at my people list here, I've got 2 people without, well, it looks like 3 people without clothing. That's not so great. They all have tools here, it looks like. Tools are holding up pretty good. We've got 11. We put our tailor back on the job. We've only got a single laborer, so that's not great. And we've taken, we've got an extra forester in there we could use. Let's build that tanning place. Let's see, I don't know what it would be called. It's I almost said tanning booth, like people getting tanned, but we want the other kind that converts hides into leather. Let's go ahead in the build menu here and look for, where is that now? Let's see if we can find where that tanner is. Get that place. Sorry, I just went through that again. Here it is, tannery. This one's kind of small. Let's go place it maybe next to the stockpile. We've got some room over here. How about, I don't know if this one's got like a front or a back or anything. So let's just place this guy down. Boom. And this one, unfortunately, it does need to be built. So we've got a single laborer. Come 6 in the morning, these guys will wake up. Hopefully they'll start building on that. We also wanted to keep an eye on our farm, as I recall. Let's go ahead at least 2x speed, or we can go 3 times. Keep an eye on our farm. If this doesn't produce any more, maybe we look to reassign the 2 workers we've got in here. Yeah, I don't think they're, well, they're down. Look at that. They're doing some work. I don't know that anything's going to grow. Let's take it down to 1 worker and get, let's see. We're almost there on the tannery. We'll pop that laborer we just took off the farm into the tannery. We've got someone chopping firewood. These guys are hammering away here. That's it. I think it's built. Yeah, let's see now. It's not letting me select it. Oh, this one's a little tricky to actually get it selected. You have to really kind of hunt, get your mouth on it. All right, let's put that there. Add the worker. Now we will start producing leather. I just don't know on this farm if anything's going to grow. I see someone planting. Just don't know if we're going to get crop off of that. We've got a pig here. Okay, here come the snows. Yeah, as soon as we can get some leather going, our tailor here will start producing warm clothes. And boy, do our people need it, because it is cold out. It is cold out. I think we took the people out of the mine, so we don't have anybody working the mine. We don't have anybody working the blacksmith. We're good on tools, like I've said several times. We've got someone doing firewood. Logs look decent. 22 is not great, but it's decent. We'll see if we do much building or not here. We still have someone working here. I don't know. We're in December. If we look at production, this kind of goes on a calendar year. So our current year production, we're at, I think this is showing 207 for the current year. Last year, there was no last year because we just came about. Our village just started this year. So we'll see when this flips over into January. We can see if this farm is still actually producing here in the winter or not. All right, how are we doing on firewood? We're up to 32. And I don't know if the homes will show the firewood in their storage or not. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just food and water. We're at 57 food. Let's go ahead and catch this cow who's hanging out. Got a goat here. We could try to hunt. I'm just nervous hunting now. We will do it again. I'm just nervous because we lost some people early on, and the only thing we had them doing was hunting. So I think that's how we lost some people. Now we lost our laborer here too, so somebody might have lost somebody. I'm gonna keep an eye on things. Right now we're not building anything, so we might be okay without having a laborer. I'm not crazy about not having at least one. But everybody's doing their thing, and there's really no building that I'm comfortable taking people out of. I guess the next one might be the forester building here. That's the only one we've got like an extra person in. The gatherer, I think we need to keep going. And again, we'll see when we flip into January. We'll be able to tell if they're still producing in these winter months or not. Like, we've got this farmer still planting. I just don't know if they're producing stuff or not. Our pastures should all be kicking out food. We've got a lot of animals here for 12 people. So we should be able to make it through the winter. At least it seems like it. Let's take a look at the production. Are we making... Yeah, we've made a couple warm clothes. So that's a good sign. So we are producing leather. Let's see if this tells us the leather. Yeah, we're up to 8. That's all good. And our people... No one's got the warm jackets on yet. I think we'll see the warm clothes here once they start utilizing them. I don't see anybody with them yet. Got 2 sitting in inventory. There goes the campfire. Night's coming on. 10 o'clock, I think they'll start to gather. Okay, there's our wood chopper working away. Look at that. Boy. Now that is some strength and some productivity. Look how fast he's kicking out those logs. That firewood. Nice. Very cool. And everybody's hanging out by that one little fire. We might pop another one down. Let's just do it for the heck of it. Let's put one over this way to see if we get anybody over there too. All right, it's nighttime. Everybody's resting up. All of our pastures are crying for water. The well is full. So we don't need to worry about water yet, it doesn't seem like. There's another cow. Now I'll mark that one for capture too. I don't know if that's the same one or not. I'm assuming that if I'd mark them for capture and our pen is full, they'll still go get them. Let's see. Yep. Okay, but yeah, here they come. And I think they'll come and just get slaughtered, and maybe it's safer than the hunting method. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, there's another pig. What we got here? Is that a goat? No, there's a cow. Let's go catch that one too. Can always use food. All right, we're in January now. The calendar ticked over. We're going to keep an eye on this production for current year and see if we get any cabbage. Or no, that's cotton. Cabbage would be over here. Yep. If we don't see anything soon, I guess we will take this worker off. I have no laborers. Here comes the cow. We've got an empty forester here. I suppose I could split foresters. I am actually going to take this down. We've got 29 logs. I'm going to take this down to 1 forester just so we have at least 1 laborer walking around. We can help move materials and things if we need that done. Okay, there's someone just popped down a warm jacket. So that's good to see. Amanda, one of our animal farmers, is now decked out in a warm jacket. I don't know that we can see anything different. Doesn't look like it. I think that's probably Amanda there. Yeah. Health 100, happiness 11. Our happiness is down to 28%. So what can we do about happiness? It looks like we can increase it with bread, alcohol, and prayer. I think if we can make it through this winter, maybe the next building might be the that carpenter building, so we can start getting planks and we can start upgrading these houses so next winter they have a little better accommodation. That will increase the housing capacity too. I think once we upgrade this guy, we'll get an extra. Yeah, you upgrade it to a wood house. So if we look at wood house, we would be going from the wood hut up to the wood house. And wood house has its adequate warmth and comfort. And we get 4, we can store up to 4 people or house up to 4 people. Right now, the little wood shacks we have, or huts, only hold 2 people. But again, we need those planks and we need the stone. We got plenty of stone. We'll get more out of the mines. But we'll need planks. Now here we've got Severin died of natural causes. One thing we might think about is the graveyard. Let's check production here. See, there's nothing. I don't see production. I'll wait till it gets to February, but if we don't see any cabbage here, we'll take that worker off. Let's, in the meantime, go ahead and build that graveyard. I think that does help with happiness. Hopefully it's not decorations. All right. Miscellaneous, most likely. Cemetery. Okay. Let the dead rest in peace. Reduce happiness loss caused by death. All right. Where do we want to put the cemetery? I guess we're going to have to build a church somewhere too. Why don't we do that over here, maybe? Oh, I don't want to block the mountainside. I guess it doesn't much matter. Let's see about back here. I suppose we could do it like that. Let's do it like this. There's our cemetery. I don't think it takes any resources. I think that's it. It may not have cost us anything to build it. But that'll allow us to bury the dead. We'll see how that gets utilized. And then when the time comes, maybe we can put a church in front of it or next to it. Still trying to get through the winter. We got good. The food looks good. Our food supply. Our firewood supply looks like it's going to hold out. We're still in January. Keeping an eye on this farm just to see if there's any production during the winter months. If we don't see anything, then we'll probably pull this farmer off. And we'll know for next season not to leave a worker on the farm during the winter. All right, our campfires are here. Half hour, everybody will gather, warm up, and talk about the day. Happiness looks like it may have bumped up a little. I don't see any graves yet. All right. Are they? Nope, they all like the one campfire, not this one. So maybe they go to the one that's closest to their house. We could put some more housing over on this side, over to the western side of our little town. Looks like happiness ticked down a notch. Hopefully these warm clothes will help. We've made 8 so far. Let's look at our people and see. Okay, yeah, we've got 6 people who've now got the warm clothes. But they are probably freezing in their little huts here. Except for this family, who is lucky enough to have a fireplace, because I see some smoke coming out. They've got a couple kids, so that's a way to increase our worker pool as well. But these little huts are not going to produce any kids, because there's just no room for kids in there. All right, we're in February. Let's check the farm. We've got nothing. I'm going to take that worker off. And where can we put him? For now, let's put him in the forester building, but let's be smart about it and spread it out. We'll put one here. Take a look and see where we're at. Actually, you know what? We need to keep that person out because we lost someone to death. I do want to keep at least one laborer moving around the village. Okay, we got another person in winter clothes. That's good to see. Okay, now that farm shows that we don't have anybody working there. That's fine. Healer's hut. We've only got 2 medicine. Let's take a look at our supply of herbs. We're almost at 0. So here's another situation where we might want to take this healer out of here. Let the herbs accumulate in inventory for a bit so that the healer's not sitting there waiting. And we're getting a little low on building materials. I think I'm actually going to put that extra worker in the mine. So let's do that. We should still have one laborer. That looks good. Down to 12 people. That's not so good. But it's less mouths to feed, I suppose. So our food will stretch a little longer. No graves in the cemetery, so maybe you have to have the cemetery in place before people die. Because we did have one death. There's a little chicken we can catch. Capture that. And then maybe this next season we'll have time to put down the pasture for pigs, and we can go collect some of those. There's our chicken just went into the coop. Or no, our person brought the chicken over. Maybe. Or no, there it is. It's on its way. Food actually looks pretty decent. Now, it doesn't distinguish here between what's chicken and beef and sheep meat, lamb. So it just is all under one category, food, including the including the cabbage. I keep thinking that's cabbage, but that's cotton. Clothing, we're up to 8 in storage. All right. Let's see. Does our tailor have enough supply? Yeah, 10 leather still and 29 wool. So they can keep kicking out clothes. So I'm going to keep that person working there. We're slowly collecting more herbs. We just used up our last medicine just while we had this dialogue open. So we might start seeing the illness count go up. Firewood looks good. Let's get that person off of firewood. And let's put them in our forester building. So we know we're going to need a lot of building materials come the spring. Kind of holding off on doing much construction here during the winter months. I just want to survive. Oh, look at that. We actually got some cabbage here. Well, let's leave it and see what happens. See if it dies off. But maybe we could have had a farmer stay on here and then we would have actually harvested some extra food. Interesting. Well, we're learning the mechanics. People, we've got one laborer. I'm tempted to put down that carpenter building. I'll tell you what. Resources, lumber mill. So that's what when I say carpenter building, that's what I'm talking about. That's going to allow us to upgrade our houses. And then eventually we'll need the stonemasonry as well. Let's go ahead and put this in kind of the production area of town. This is where we've got a lot of construction stuff going on. Blacksmith, noisy area. Let's go ahead and pop the lumber mill down here. It's going to take 16 logs. We've got one laborer. They can at least get started on it. I think that will work during wintertime. Uh-oh, we lost a farmer. Ooh, we're down to 10 people. We're going to have to drop this forester. Let's get someone on the pasture, and then maybe where else did we lose a critical resource? Oh boy. All right, let's get that person out of the mine. Oh, they're gone. Maybe we already have reallocated them. One forester. Boy, it's hard to go down to 0. The tailor. I guess we'll take the tailor down. I think we gotta have these pastures. Gotta have people on these pastures. Wow, we're down to 9 people. 8 people. What is going on? Oh, they're not happy, so they're leaving. Well, I think if we can make it through the winter, it's March now. If we can make it through the winter, they will come back, I believe. I think upgrading these houses will help. But yeah, they're all leaving due to happiness. That'll make our food last a little longer. And once things thaw out, I think people's moods will turn for the better. Down to 6 people. Let's go. Where can we pull? We're down to 6. I want to keep those farms going. I'm going to pull the forester off and keep this pasture running. And then we'll hope that we recoup. So we lost a ton of people there. A ton. And they took their clothes with them. I think they took their warm jackets with them when they left. And the new people that come in probably won't be bringing warm jackets. So we'll have to chalk that up as a loss. All right. We don't have any laborers. Oh, we can take our tanner off. That's kind of a non-essential service. Let's take that off. And what do we want? We want... Yeah, we've got 1 laborer and 3 farmers. Okay, here comes some people just moved in. Hey, and they brought warm jackets. So maybe it's some of the people that left came back. They faced the wilderness. They saw the alternatives and they said, you know what? Glidercat's village isn't so bad after all. They came back. All right, we got 2 laborers there. Let's get someone in the forester. We know we're going to need that. I'm going to refresh this list so it's sorted. Okay, we've got 1 extra laborer. Let's get them in the gatherer's hut. That gets us cloth for clothing and the herbs that we really need for medicine. Go ahead and fetch this cow since I see one wandering in our territory. That should get us some extra food. And then if we get some more people... Did we lose somebody? Yeah, we lost someone to happiness again. Although we're up to 49 now that the winter's over. It was down to like 20, remember? Graveyard is empty. We're keeping our pastures going. I think that's important. So we'll just have to wait for families to move in here. And then we can start staffing up. Gatherer, a forester, and 3 animal farmers. That seems to make sense. We're going to hold off on building. Is that another cow? Yeah, let's go capture that. But yeah, we will have more people arriving. We're at 3 times speed. We're in March. Looks like we lost our crop, right? We had some cabbage that was growing here. But next winter, maybe we will keep that staffed. Or at least minimally staffed. All right, now I'm just waiting for more people to show up. I believe we've got housing. That's an empty wood hut. That's an empty wood hut. And once we get some people, we'll get a laborer going, or we'll get some laborers. That's how they'll arrive, and we can get this lumber mill built and start upgrading these homes for the next winter season. We got plenty of firewood. Clothes looks good. Tools looks okay. We're starting to get low on that. We're going to have to staff up the blacksmith building here before long. But hopefully we'll see some people show up. Brina and Joan, Brina in particular, is going to get to working age here pretty soon. We'll see what that is. I think it might be 12. But I'm not positive. We've been able to ignore these enemy approaching signs lately, or up till now. Hopefully that will continue to be the case. So we're really in no shape, people-wise, to try and raise an army. We don't have enough people to even man half the buildings we've got here. But our pastures are going, so that is a good sign at least. All right, Avery was killed. Ooh! Look at that. We lost 2 people in battle. That's not good at all. So I guess we cannot ignore Oh, no, 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 no. That's kind of sad, right? Yep, we got 2 people in the grave. So we're in a little bit of a precarious situation. We'll see if our little village makes it. We will see. New family has arrived. Okay, we've got a couple laborers. Hopefully they can help us get things back on track. Tell you what, let's put one of them on the farm. We still have our gatherer working. We've got 2 sick people. We've got 12 herbs collected. So maybe once we get some more people in here, we can get the healer's hut staffed up, at least temporarily. Get a person in there. Start making some medicine. All right, we're bringing logs to the lumber mill. We've got 5 more to bring. We have them in stock. And again, that's going to allow us to double the population in each of these wood huts and increase the comfort level, and I would presume the happiness, especially next winter. Everybody's got warm coats. That's really good. And everybody right now has tools. We're down to 1 tool, so we're also going to have to rotate someone in and out of that blacksmith building. We've got a little bit of iron and a good amount of copper there to make tools from. 3 more logs for the lumber mill. Boy, we need another family to move in here. We need the workers. Ooh, there's our little gravestones. Thurston Brentford, our animal farmer. Oh, starved to death. That's kind of strange. Wonder if that's correct. Starved to death. Yeah, they shouldn't. I don't think we were low food throughout the whole time. That may be actually a little bug, because I think they died in battle, if I'm not mistaken. Our traders here, let's just go send them away. I don't think I want to give up the stuff we have. Eventually we will. We'll have surplus, but right now times are tight. Now we're going to send them away. Okay, and now I need to go advance the clock here. I think once you go into the trader screen, also it pauses the game. Firewood looks fine. That might actually carry us through next winter. So we don't need to man that building for a good long time. We're finally constructing that lumber mill. We've got 2 builders on it. Good. That means we've got new people in here. So let's pop one of our new people into the healer's hut and get some medicine being made. We can heal up the 2 sick people we've got. Kind of control the spread before that grows. Lumber mill still being built. We've got 2 laborers available. One of them we're going to slot into that lumber mill right away. And then we're going to have to rotate one of our workers between the healer's hut and the blacksmith, because we are now out of tools. We got 4 close. That's another place we're going to need workers. You can see the roofs being put on here, and we're good. I'm going to pop one in there because I really do want to upgrade these homes. I think that'll keep people around and increase the happiness. We're up to 68% happiness. A lot of that, I think, has to do with the weather. And then, as we saw, we lost a couple of villagers to battle, so we're going to have to think about the military building. So I didn't think we were going to need to do that this early on. Kind of clawing and scraping to get on by here. We've still got 1 laborer. That's good. Our farm is going. Food looks good. Okay, the lumber mill is starting to do its thing. Let's see. Do we still have trees marked? No. Let's mark some more trees for chopping. Particularly these ones close to the village. This might be where we want to do some extra building. I think the laborers picked this up, but I'm not sure. And stones, yeah, we still have our stones selected nearby, so that's all fine. All right. Well, we are slowly recovering. We're up to 11 people. We've kept our pastures running throughout. Our food is looking fantastic. Hopefully it keeps. Our warehouse still has 700 units of space, just about. So that's good. Eventually, we're going to have to build another one. We've got plenty of wool, plenty of leather, plenty of cloth. So eventually our people are healed up. So this might be a good place to stop and call it an episode. What did we learn? Boy, we learned that, well, we made it through the winter. That's a huge accomplishment, though we lost a lot of people during the winter. Several came back during the spring. But the big thing that we learned was we need to start thinking about defenses for our village. We had a couple people get attacked and killed, at least a couple. Those are the ones that I noticed. It may have been happening before as well. But we're going to need to look at the military buildings. Again, I've got the game paused, but when we get back, next episode, we may need to look at this at a barracks or a watchtower here, just so we have some protection. Now we're short people, so we're going to have to upgrade these houses as well. So it's a balancing act. We'll see how we're doing and how we've done so far with our decisions along up to this point. If we can make it or not. But yeah, that's a big part of the gameplay. A big part of, I think, what makes this game unique and challenging is you do not have all the resources you kind of want to have. You can't have everything that you want. So you have to make some choices. But man, I'm really enjoying it. I hope you are too. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate having you here on this journey with me on Bastide. And I will see you in the next episode.